Am I right? Oh, it's already live. Look at that. Start streaming less than a minute ago. Good. Hello, you lovely lot. I am Name57, commentating for you with Berry B.
Hello, good evening.
That was the most blunt intro I've ever done in my life. Said it as it is. I have been watching A1, but I haven't really been too much in the commentary department as of recently. You know a lot more than me. So, who do you think will get this pole position?
Well, first of all, it's kind of a tradition with me and Turbo. So, hello, good evening, and welcome to Grand Prix de Japan.
Oh, I can't do this enthusiasm. I can't.
Sorry. But yeah, who do we need to take a look at? I think we need to take a look at Jojo.
And
because,
Craig.
well, championship leader, of course. Craigleton, because he's on 0 hours sleep. And Kukavilian is gonna do well as well, I think.
Yes, he's been getting quite a lot of podiums recently. I have seen. I will get the standings up. Yeah, we've got Fat in the chat, which is VTech, I believe. So yeah, hopefully we can put on that show. Obviously, Packy G is in the pit lane. We're not expecting him to do a lot today in his Renault. Bodwy Egerson at the minute. Quite a controversial character, to say the least. I don't know if it's a Turkish thing, but seems to run along.
I see Ferret de Souza, by the way, already missing half of his front wing.
Oh dear.
So he had a spin at the Degner corner, I think. As Jojo sets a 127.6. And now Kavilian's across the line in 28.2. It's already 8 ends down.
What are we expecting the pole lap to be, exactly? Do we know? Have you done any practice?
I have no clue.
Okay.
No, I think it's gonna be around to 27.4, maybe 3.
Okay. So it's a little bit slower than previous games. I'm pretty sure they could get 26s before.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Also, the drivers also have to watch out for the bump after the last chicane. That's that's always going to be tough in the race.
Just bouncing about on high fuel is not easy, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's not fun. I think last year in this league I fell victim to it as well.
Yeah, I haven't got any previous experience of been in it on that bump, to be honest. One of the few. As Gamer Mark goes up into P3, just ahead of Owen. Well, I say just ahead of Owen, half a second ahead of Owen. So the pace differential is quite stark at the moment. Only a few guys on the medium, so it looks like it's going to be a soft medium race as well. We're looking at Mohammedam.
Yeah, that's slash.
I know it is, but I'm trying to say his name. Mohammedam. 77. He seems to be a Bottas fan with his 77. Anyway, point that one out. King Domi with the laggy Williams car today. He'll be hoping to improve on his. Oh my God, he's took out the bollard. Clumsy. We've got the former SLR champion of Muggern out there on the track as well. Very long time ago. In the tier 3
that must have been before I joined, I think.
I think it was the same season. You won yours.
No, I was season 4 champ.
It was a very long time ago.
I think it's a long time ago, yeah. 3 games ago, maybe.
Either way, he hasn't really been up to standard since.
It's all gone downhill.
Shows us as that goes very much downhill.
As Smuggin goes into the first corner, he already invalidates his lap.
0. He's on a slowdown lap. As everyone's pretty much done the first run, I'm trying to find people that are on laps. We've got Simba on a lap. It's surprising to have a gold helmet, to be honest. Something Lion King related.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to have a look at Jens next.
Yeah, he's
in the Renault.
Yeah, he's on an outlap at the moment, going just after the S's into the Degners.
He's also quite quick.
Oh, we all know that. He's had mixed results in all the tiers this season.
Yeah.
I'm trying to load up the standing. So we already know Jojo's won the championship. Pretty much. That's
yeah, almost.
Pretty much confirmed. 65 points. I can hear myself.
Sorry. Oh, sorry.
That's just it.
I was just checking if they could hear me as well.
Okay. Yeah, they can.
Because I'm very fond of my own voice.
Oh, that's
weird.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay. So further behind, there's a bit of a battle for P5 between Yegson and Ghost, who's not actually here, and we've got Mark
within 1/10. Yeah.
And if Jens manages to do anything today, he'll put himself right in there as well. But will anybody able to get within 6/10 of Jojo? No one has managed that as yet. Pavilion is fairly close, but no cigar so far.
Jens is moving through the S's now.
A nice flowing section, giving the car, using it. No, I'm trying to use the word here, but I'm really stumbling my words.
You said
yeah, I was trying to say
flat.
something about the steering wheel, and I couldn't figure the words out. You don't use the steering wheel a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. Smooth, be smooth. That's it. Something along those lines.
Yeah.
The more you move the wheel, the more time you will lose.
Jens now has Gamer Mark in front of him. Let's see if he lets him pass.
So Jens has got the spoon going into spoon ahead of him.
Oh,
and he's
Gamer Mark is really...
him. Oh, yeah, I think he's
Oh god. Okay.
That is a clusterfuck.
They're making an Alfa Renault.
An Alfa Renault. Well, I don't think they'd approve of that too much. Although a red and yellow car would be very interesting.
Jens through the final chicane now. Watch out for the bump.
There's the bump.
Cost line 127.7. Only 1/10 off.
Very close. So it looks like we've actually got a qualifying session on our hands. Will Cavillion be able to improve his 1.5 tenths up? Going through the first couple of sectors. He's heading through Spoon right now, chucking the car in, and you're watching that Red Bull dance round the Spoon as it is. Going round to 130R. In the old F1 games there's a small lift, but in this one it's easily flat. It's got a little bit of slipstream from the car ahead. I think it's a Mercedes. Don't know which one of it is. Oh no, it's a Williams. Yeah. My eyesight is failing me as we head round the final few corners now over the bump. Crossline will he be able to get a little bit closer? He does.
It's 27.8.
Jojo said this is one of his worst tracks, so should be very close at the top. On board with Mohammedam, who was already 8 tenths down, so we'll go forward from him.
As now Owen jumps up to P4 with a 28.1.
He certainly does in his Red Bull. The Red Bull have been strong all season long, really. As a pair, I think they're leading the constructors. Pretty sure we've got
we've assigned them a good good driving pair.
So I'm on board with Gamer Mark at the moment, trying to improve on his P6. Going through the final corner now, watching the Alpha dance round the final chicane and into. Now we'll finish straight, and it's P5 only for Gamer Mark.
With a 28.2.
They're a lot closer to Jojo than I thought they would be. I thought usually about a second between him and the next driver.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see there's a bit of competition there today. We've got Ferret de Souza in P7. How do you pronounce that? Dafk.
Daft DK.
It is Daft.
I think.
That is. We've got Daft going round the Spoon and heading down into 130R under the Rolex signs, going flat out, going for 200 mile an hour around that curb, keeping it as close to the curb as you can to carry as much speed into the apex of the corner. Not running that outside curb. He's going to come across the line. It looks to be a decent time. There's a 28.4. 8 tenths off the provisional pole of Jojo.
Morgan has invalidated his lap again, so he's in.
And his teammate obviously can't qualify him. Matelli obviously got that 2 qualifying bans for destroying the field, basically.
Let's just say for last race.
Yes, as King Dommy goes up to P10, he's showing not a lot of pace at the moment, 1.5 seconds off Jojo's time. And we've got PC VTech out there, and both Torossos are yet to set a lap. They're both going very slowly as well. They're both on out laps, I suppose. Jacob is going with the alternate strategy of a medium. So that could be fairly interesting to see how that plays out for him, going for harder tyres. He's not confident with his qualifying pace, it seems. That seems like what I'd do. So if you know you can't qualify, you usually start on a harder tyre and just work your way through and finish on fast.
I'm now on board with VTech. Let's see what he's going to do for the first corner. On the mediums with 4 minutes to go.
A little bit off the inside curb, but he gets it turned quite nicely. Look, a lot of understeer. There was a lot of understeer through there. As Jojo's nearly 2 tenths up on his time, so the track is evolving a little bit, and Haas driver will be hoping he can improve on that and further his advantage going to the last part of qualifying. As he comes around the final corner now, will it be invalidated or is it nice? I mean, he's coming into the pits, so scrap all of that. We've got Drunkenstein drifting through to him, and he actually takes that pretty nice. Gets to the inside of the corner. So we've got Jacob on the lap on the mediums. I don't know how far.
For me, Jacob is on the softs.
On the tie graphic, he's on the mediums. Oh, he is on the softs. Oh, shit. I was on the best time. Well, okay. So VTech is on the mediums. He's the only person on the mediums.
Yeah, he's invalidated his lap once again. So he has one more chance now. So
Drunkenstein's still heading round the hairpin and into Spoon we go. It's flat out left, right hander. It's not even a corner in any car really. Unless you've got a lawnmower or something. Going through Spoon now, not really hitting the apex, kind of just drifting. The car carrying a little bit of speed around the corner as we head down now into 130R.
Jake goes purple, by the way, into the second sector.
That is interesting. We'll go on board with him as soon as we've done.
Oh, and he does the Kubica.
He did a Kubica.
Yeah, just going through the grass on the final corner. And that's why it's only a 29.3.
I'm sure he'll have another lap in him at the end of this session. He might do a slow and a quick. He's only P12 with that. Jagerson, oh, I don't know what quite happened there. He kind of turned right into 130 and it's a left-hander.
That's going to be a problem.
And now he's parked. I don't know what he's doing. And camera angles are really deluding me right now. He heads around the final corner. Is he going for a lap? I mean, he's going to have freezing cold tyres. He's going for a lap. Ferret has retired in P9.
Yeah, I think I saw him spun in the S's.
Yes, so he's really the only casualty of this qualifying session so far. Gigerson's taking the S's quite nicely, that Mercedes.
As I'm on board with Muggern
all the way around
for his final chance to get a lap time.
Also got quite a few people on out laps with Owen, Cavillion and Jens trying to stamp their mark on this qualifying session. Jojo is not coming out for the remainder of this session.
Muggern almost hitting the wall at the final corner. He's P14 now with a 29.4.
On board with Mohammedan in P6. He's the furthest one round at the moment, going through Spoon. He's 6th at the moment, but he's got to try and improve on that time. He needs to find at least a couple of tenths to really improve on his position. P4 seems to be where he needs to aim for. He's a tenth and a half up at the moment, which will put him there or thereabouts with game on mark, depending on how bad. Oh, that might be a corner cut. I'm not 100% sure. He's going to head to the line though. He's got no deployment on his ERS. And it does count. It does count. Very close to Owen.
Yeah, you can see the mini map, and then it shows if it's turning red, then it's invalidated.
Okay. I've never noticed it.
As Muggern smashes it into the wall.
So yeah, Jagerson coming to the pits there, so that's the end of him as well. Jacob is retired. I wouldn't be surprised if he went for the mediums at the start of the race. I don't know what the weather conditions are going to be like.
I'm always hoping for rain.
So I'm yawning now.
I'm watching Owen, who's one of the last ones to do a lap.
Pavilion is the most of the way around. He's nearly a tenth up on his time. So this could get very interesting at the top of the order. He's currently P3. Improves by that tenth. He can probably go ahead of Jens, but very close. Vitek left the session and rejoined. So that's under him. He's signed P18 with Paki P19. Drunkenstein is now P7 after he's crossed the line. The next person to cross the line is Cavillion going over the bump. How much will the track have improved? Will it be enough?
Oh, Cavillion says 27.899.
He didn't even improve. And
next up is Mohammed.
Yeah, it's Mohammed, who's 3 seconds down.
Oh, he goes into the pits.
Owen is up by a tenth.
And he's purple second sector.
He kind of missed the apex there. I don't know if that's a pad thing, just precision missing a little bit. But the traction is definitely a lot better on the pad. So for that final corner, it's going to be sketchy. But to the line he comes, and it's a 0.9. 3 tenths off of Jojo.
Gregelton across the line. It jumps up with a 28.8.
I've also got Gamer Mark coming through the final few corners now. In his Alfa Romeo. Is improving on his time at the moment. Will it get him into the 27s? Not quite. And
just shy.
Just Jojo going around.
Jojo goes even quicker with a 27.5.
Wait, how did Jojo? I thought he was in the pits.
No, he was not.
I missed that one.
December 30th into the pits. We have Drunkenstein left. Oh no, he's done as well. I think that's it.
I think that it really is it. Jojo claiming another pole position by 2.5 tenths to Jens, who didn't improve on his last run. He'll be slightly disappointed with that. Jens, he had early pace to really be challenging with Jojo. Cavillion was up by about 10th and then lost it all in the last few corners. The guys behind did improve, but not really by enough to do anything. Probably the biggest improvement out of the last lot is Owen, really, on his time.
I think so too, yeah. 4 guys in the 27s.
Obviously, because Craig as well, down in P10, pulled a lap out of the bag. But I don't think he wanted to really start P10. It's probably the worst position to start.
I think so, yeah.
Because you haven't got track position, you don't have fresh tyres, so it's a bit pointless. Reminded that if you start outside the top 11, you do get your fresh tyres.
So, the top 10. In first we have Jojo, and in second we have Jens, and it's gone.
Cavillion, Owen, Mohammed, Drunkenstein, DK, and God knows after that.
I think it was Ferret in 9th and Gregelton in 10th.
Them two McLarens sticking together. I wonder if they'll desync this week.
Yeah, that was
running a different race completely to everybody else.
And it's dry conditions.
Well, speaking to Craig, he thought he was second, and that was quite a shock to him.
Really?
Well, he's never been near second, so yeah, he was quite shocked.
So, what do you think for the race?
What do I think? I think Jens will be better on race pace than he was in qualifying, so it'll be very close between Jojo and Jens. It's whomever makes the least mistakes at this sort of track, with the grass basically surrounding it and the gravel traps. There's not really much room for error. So that
and don't
should
forget
be interesting.
both Red Bulls as well.
Yeah, both Red Bulls in behind. I don't see Owen being a threat for the win. Podium is definitely possible, but I don't think he has quite the same pace. Kvyat has half a chance, but I'm not sure. How many? Has he won races this season?
Yes.
One.
I want to say yes. Yeah.
One. Yeah. He's got lots of second places. He's got one win at Silverstone.
Yeah, I thought it was England. Yeah. To the Great Britain.
And he's got 6 second places.
Yeah.
So more than anybody else. And that's where he's really struggled in this championship. I mean, if he wouldn't have DNF'd, he would be really in this championship hunt. 65 points off, he's got 3 DNFs. He'll be close.
Both McLaren's almost hitting each other already.
That could be interesting, who gets the better start as well.
Jagerson is down in P11 as well. He's usually more of a top 5 guy.
I don't think he was last week. What race was it last week? Russia? I'm not sure actually. He wasn't there in Monza, really. He was a bit further down in Monza. I remember watching that one. But yeah, this track is a lot like track position. I mean, especially through this sector, it's very difficult to overtake. You've got to have a big set of balls on you to make an overtake, especially into like 130R and corners like that. And obviously, turn 1 is probably the main overtaking spot. I mean, through the S's, it's practically impossible because the dirty air just kills you. Degners
I'd like to see someone try. That's for sure.
If you're close enough into the hairpin, you can have a bit of a pop, but you probably take the other car with you.
Yeah.
But we're all lining up on the starting grid for the Japanese Grand Prix, and we're hoping for a fantastic race here today.
I've got a beautiful camera angle of the Ferris wheel in the background. Alright, as we go to 1 red lights, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
And it's go! Go, 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 go. And it's not go at all, is it? I mean...
It's go!
Now
go, go, go.
And it's a very long way. I don't know if everyone else got that, I'm doubting it. But into turn 1, it looks like Jojo's got a very good start going into the double right-hander.
You guys side by side to see Ferrari spinning. It's Muggen. Muggen's off.
Not a great start for the two Scuderia. As we head through the S-curves now, we are on board with Ferret de Souza. I think Craig has had an absolute nightmare. He's down in P16 as we head through the Dunlop curve. And it's
Jagerson as well, and Jacob.
Oh, and look at Simba looking at King Dommy into Degners 1 and 2. He gets very close. Dommy is losing the back end,
running a bit wide.
Was showing the characteristic lag that he had last week. Hopefully no contact.
Yeah, he's got the potato internet, I think. Side by side now.
Definitely.
Oh, and they're inside each other, almost. Oh, this is gonna hurt someone. And King Dommy's off.
He's dead.
Oh, that's a problem.
He isn't dead. What? How isn't he died?
That's what lag does. Back
Maybe
in the front we have Jojo and Jens already only half a second behind, so maybe he can do a pop in at the end of the first lap.
I'm currently on board
both
with
Red Bulls are still 3 and 4.
Ever all the top 6 have stayed together. Oh, Owens had a mistake. And that's pushed Gamer Mark into Mahadmadum slash for the sake of it. But it looks like Gamer Mark seems to have had a better exit or a better slipstream because he's flying down that straight. I don't know if he's got less wing than everybody else, but that Alpha did move.
VTEC going for a move on package G as well.
And Owen is really struggling in the S's. Look at him go, he's going everywhere but right. at the moment. As we head through
Left.
Dunlop. Left, right, everywhere. He isn't right, let's put it that way, as we head into Degner's. 1 and 2. And the Alfa Romeo is unable to capitalise on his mistakes, as they remain P4 and 5 for now. Anything else happening on track? Not really, this is the main battle, I think. Got Craig looking at Packy G, down for this wooden spoon position of P13. Here goes Craig to the outside, which will turn to the inside of Spoon. And Packy G turns in. And Craig...
and he almost spins, and he spins.
He does spin. That was a... He went a little bit too deep.
Verder de Saus is close on a move on Drongerstein.
Yeah, he's got very close there in 130. I think he let off a little bit, just to make sure he didn't hit the rear of him.
Mohammed picks up a warning.
There's Cavillion sets the fastest lap of the race. He's a man on the move at the moment.
Let's have a look at Gamer Mark here. Gamer Mark and Owen. He's going for the inside. Oh! And gets a little tap and gets spun around. Yeah, that's always going to happen. Always.
I don't know how much room Owen left there, but it wasn't that much.
Not a lot, no.
Because I went on board and I was on board with suspension over the wall, and oh, Mark is in the wall. I think he's out. Well, definitely out of contention unless there's a safety car, which is very likely.
I think he wants to cause one, but he's still going on.
Yeah, the game has sort of wised up over that recently.
Yeah.
I think. There's, the top 3 are breaking
still
away.
Close on Drongerstein. Drongerstein runs a bit wide at the hairpin. Let's have a look. Can he get him into the next left-hander?
And that's a little bit of a
he's not using his ERS, so I don't think he is going to make a pop here.
The Papaya McLaren is just understeered. It's an absolute Narnia. So Spoon, but he's got a nice exit, to be fair, out of the corner. And will they go side by side through 130? It looks like they are. Who will back out, or will any of them back out? I think he's got the move done before he gets there.
Nice move.
Very nice indeed, as Kingdom has left the session. I think that confirms he has no internet whatsoever. The next person to try and get Owen, Mohammed. He looks a lot closer than Mark did, and it looks like
he's already passed.
I don't know if Owen's still thinking about that incident on his mind. It's interesting to see if he lets that one go.
Stemma gets past Drongerstein as well.
He does, and it's him in P8 now, with Ferret running a nice quiet race in P7. But the top 3 is still half a second between the gap between each of them. We've got Owen in the wall, in the gravel trap on the Dunlop curbs. And Dalfok is out.
Dav's also gone. Yeah, I think there was contact.
Because Mohammed is there as well. Safety car is deployed for the first time in this race,
right.
and Owen will be glad about that. I don't know if he had anything to do with it, that incident. I'm pretty sure he'll be happy about that. There's a few people who'll be happy about that, not least being Gamer Mark.
Owen doesn't even have damage on his front wing.
I think the only thing he probably would have is really hot tyres.
Yeah.
So I think even before that he was losing it. So it might be worth some of these guys pitting and doing the one stop to the end. Maybe, I don't know what the hards are like on here. I'm assuming it's an absolute nightmare. But Mohammed is sped in the pit lane. Oh, sped under the safety car.
Let's see what the top 3 is doing.
And obviously you can't serve that drive through under the safety car either.
Jojo's going in, and Jens and Cavillion are following.
Is there no speeding? No. Well, Ferret, or does he want to lead the lap? No, Ferret is now in P4. Surprising P4, and he's taking it so cautiously into the pit lane.
And that promotes Simba up into the lead.
Who wants a bit of a go. So this is a bit more of a mixed up race, because we've got Simba, Zero, VTEC ahead of Jojo. Oh, Jojo's come out behind Umatelli. And Packy G. Now this does mix things up. How well will he come through the field? And he's in the AAR mode, which means you can overtake him, basically. That's the way I look at it.
Also, Jens has chosen for the hards, and Kavilion and Jojo has chosen for the mediums. That could be interesting later on.
I will turn the...
Owen has chosen for the hards as well.
Yeah, I'd have thought the hards would have been a bit more durable. 22 laps on the mediums.
And Craigleton has chosen for the softs, which is a mistake, I think.
I think he'll be back in the pit lane in a minute.
Gamer Mark, is he going to get Mohammed? Yes, he is. But only just.
So them two were fighting for like P4 earlier, and now they're down in 16th and 17th. King Dommy's been disqualified without being here.
Now that's an achievement.
Some achievement.
Alright, well this has shaken up the field.
Yeah, it definitely has, and the order as well. And it'd be interesting if another safety car comes out. Imagine if Simba's in the lead, another safety car comes out. That would be perfect for him after this, because he'll have a nice track position. And I think that's what I was probably hoping for, these guys who've gone long. I mean, Paki G and Simba are both on the softs, whereas Zero and VTech are both on the mediums, so they can go longer in the race. Probably top 16, 17, and then go for the softs to the end. Whereas the other guys can only do like 4 or 5 laps.
I think maybe you can do 7 laps on the softs. 8 maybe, so they have to go on to lap 19, I think. 20.
I find it interesting that some of these guys have picked for mediums though. I mean, it's almost a 50-50 split of what they think will work. So the people with a better tyre wear think that they can get their mediums to the end. Obviously this is fairly hard tyre wear track. I'd like to think it was fairly high. I mean,
yeah,
a lot of undulating corners and left, right, left, right, left, right. It's punishing.
While we're waiting for the safety car to come in again, I'm gonna, I'm gonna pee. So I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. So, race rundown. We'll also look at people's helmets while we're here, and just to pass the time. We've got Simba in the league of the race. I'm trying to do my best impression of Turbo, but it's not really working. He's got a white and black helmet. It's simple, not effective in that car, that's for sure. We've got a blue and silver helmet of Zero. I personally like that helmet. I've got that helmet, but in different colours. I've got it like yellow and red. I just like them colours. But in the Williams it looks nice, I think. We've also got the Toro Rosso of VTech, and we're struggling to see his helmet at the moment. I think there's some red on there, and gold and white. Meh. We've got Paki G. Who's got this? I think it's black and white again. Boring. We've got PC F1. He's got a white helmet with red. If it was blue and red, I'd think it'd look nice with the Alpha, but another black and white helmet. I mean, these are really boring. I'm on board with Paki G again, aren't I? I like Umatelli's helmet. It's almost fiery, like. Jojo's is purple.
Konnichiwa.
A nice purple helmet in that ass, and to be honest, I quite like it. You can disagree.
Oh, we're talking helmets?
I am, yeah. Just, yeah. And I mean, Jens has got a nice white, red.
I like Jojo's helmet.
Yeah, I quite liked it.
It's purple and blue.
A lot of them are black and white, and it's so boring.
Yeah. Is he still using his Senna helmet? Yeah, he is.
And so is... Oh yeah, Ferret, okay. Wrong person. Drunkenstein's got red, black and white. It doesn't really work with a Mercedes. Oh, that one's nice. I like Owen's helmet. Red, blue
like
and black.
Belgian helmet?
That's definitely a Red Bull helmet.
Owens?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Gorgeous.
It's the best one so far.
No, the best one is mine.
You're not racing. I can't do that.
We'll see tomorrow.
You must be in my mirrors then.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I can't see it from the other side, can I?
I'm actually dreading Japan, man. I
have zero practice so far.
No practice as well.
Game of Marks is quite fragrant, colourful.
Yeah, it's Belgian.
Is it?
Well, it's like a black, red, and yellow.
I like the colours.
Mohammed's helmet fits perfectly with the Racing Point.
Look at that! It's like a turquoise colour. It's beautiful. I'll check what I like.
King Dommy's AI is still driving while he got disqualified, by the way.
And then there's Jacob with black. They could at least be creative with helmets instead of just making black. Black and white. Just pointless. Like Simba's got black and white. Packy G's got black and white.
Safety car in this lap.
I wish I could use safety driver's car's helmet and see what they've got.
Yeah, good old Bernd Mailander. I think Zero's going to make a move.
Morgan has already got a 5-second penalty for collision with Owen. Do I think Zero will make a move? Simba has to bolt and he has to go quick.
Here we go.
He's not going to make the move because Simba's already gone. Well, the top 2 have already gone. Well, the top 3 have already gone. Packy G has got nowhere, and Jojo's on the move. Really, he's already going past Umatelli. But he's going to get brake checked by Packy G into turn 1, I presume. Because he's so slow. So slow.
Oh, there he goes, Jojo on the outside.
Of Packy G!
And he gets the inside on the next corner.
Oh, go Packy G!
Go on, Packy G!
The switchback!
Switchback of dreams!
He just did not go for that. He didn't even go for it. He was teasing us.
Jens at the back of Umatelli. Is he going to make a move?
Into Dagners.
No, he's not.
Oh,
not
I
yet.
thought Cavilion was going into the back of him as well. So close. Drunkenstein has had a shocking start. He's back in P18 now. But here goes Jens into the hairpin. A bit of a dive bomb. He's got an inside line. Don't call it a dive bomb.
Jens with a little touch.
And Jojo is on his merry way already. But we've got to be careful not to get caught up in these back markers. Jens is really struggling to get past Umatelli. But into Spoon, he's got the inside line, and that is him up into P6. I wonder if the Renaults will play ball.
Let's have a look at Cavilion now.
Oh, look at this double slipstream. It's not going to be 3 wide.
Umatelli runs wide. Ferret is passed as well.
Oh, Ferret's locked up. And he's going to cut the corner. And Umatelli is nearly in the pit wall. Here comes Owen. Umatelli is just sinking like a stone. He's now back in P10. He's in 4th. Now he's in 10th.
Mohammed is into the pits again, so something must have happened there.
But Packy G seems to be holding on to that 5th place somehow. So fair play. Jojo's on the back of VTech already. Nearly 3 seconds ahead of Packy G. That's how much gap he's gained just by making that overtake.
Wow.
Being efficient and that.
Let's have a look at Jojo. He's a bit far off.
And the Craig has overtaken.
He runs around the outside of VTech. I think it's about to switch back.
No. Craig overtaken Mugen in the Ferrari, who are still having a shocking day of it.
Packy G and Jens side by side.
Oh, here goes Jens. He's got the inside line, and it looks like he's going to make that move. But look at Packy G. He loves the switchback. You can see it. He wants to. It just feels like he runs out of horsepower.
Yeah, he's trying, but he's on lean, I think.
He's in well, he might be in lean, to be fair.
Cavilion now gets past as well.
And here goes
Ferret maybe having a look.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a bit of a swapper on there.
Ferret de Sousa to the inside.
Oh, he spun.
He spun.
Where is he now? He's going for a right adventure over there. Oh, he's reset to track. And that's going to get looked at. As we ruled, that wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
So
and it's a bit of an advantage gained as well.
Yeah, because it was in the middle of nowhere. Craig is on the back of Umatelli now. So after that shocking...
Jojo has passed VTEC already, by the way.
Shocking first stint, he's doing a lot better in the second. Yeah, Jojo's looking at 0 already. I mean, he's going to be the lead very shortly.
Oh, and there's a crash with Craigerton in the wall.
And Jacob. Safety car is back out. Oh god, Jacob's in the middle of the road. And
good job, game. Fair enough.
I think it was Junkenstein coming straight into it.
Who will benefit the most from this second safety car? I think Simba and Packy G.
Simba, Packy G. 0 is in a very difficult position. Will he go hard? Will the medium runners realise that tyre wear is a little bit too much? I mean, VTEC's in a similar position.
Stay tuned to find out. Let's have a look at Simba. He's going in. Yep. 0 staying out.
I wouldn't bargain for many more safety cars.
VTEC goes in.
Yeah, that is probably what was the right thing to do at this point in the race.
Is he going to go for hard though? Jacob left the session. Yeah, he's going to go for hard.
Half the field is in. Except for that top 5, Muggins carried on them hard tyres. And so is Owen, who's back up into P4. Somehow.
GG to him, yeah. And 0 has to pit as well, so yeah, it's still a podium for him at this moment.
But obviously Simba and people like that will be coming up. PC VTEC has gone for hards.
I'm going to go and have a look at the penalty situation, because 0 has 2 warnings.
No
we have
penalties?
Jojo with nothing, Kevilian with nothing, and Owen with 1 warning.
I'm actually quite surprised by that, because I was all over in that first thing.
Muggern. Muggern. Warning, warning, penalty, warning, 5-second penalty, 5-second penalty, warning, warning, penalty, plus 2 warnings.
So that's 11?
Damn.
So
Simba only has 1 warning, VTEC has 2.
Interesting enough, Jens pit in that.
Oh, he did? He's gone to the mediums.
Yeah.
He's got fresh way fresher tyres than the rest of the field, so could be a good one for him.
6 laps, fresher tyres.
Yeah, it could still make a difference at the final stages of the race.
Yeah, it's at least probably 3 or 4 tenths a lap, I would say. In difference. This is the end of the race especially.
Yeah.
I think we've had a steward inquiry already. And it's pretty much everybody's on fresh tyres, but Mohammedan and the top 4. Umatelli's gone for softs. 15 laps on them soft tyres is going to be a bit of a push.
Easy. Easy.
Can't help but think.
He must have thought Ferrari's red, so my tyres are red too.
They're the best tyres that suit the car. Well, it's true, but it's not in this condition.
Just not as durable.
As we're waiting for the go. No, 1 more lap. It's been out 1 lap, 2 laps?
Yeah, 2 laps now.
The end of this lap, 2 laps.
Yes, in this lap. Haha.
We are going racing again, but we'll probably see the safety car at the end of the next lap, so...
Yeah.
I wouldn't...
Okay, who's gonna die first corner? My money's on... Yagi-san.
No, I think Owen's got a lot to lose. Yagi-san always has a dive bomb.
Always.
Is Muggins span? No, he's just been overtaken, okay.
And here we go.
And Owen is already under pressure, going into turn 1.
Really close.
And the other Haas of Jojo is looking at 0.
He's gonna make a move. No, he's not. Just thinks better of it.
and I think that was the right decision because what happened to Game and Mark early on.
Yeah, with the side pod glitch.
But here comes Jojo on the race leader of Zero, and he's holding on at the moment. Zero is not somebody who I don't think he's ever led a race this season.
Almost side by side.
Looking in the Degners around the outside. No, a bit dangerous. Jojo into the hairpin. Let's have a look.
That's too easy for him.
Jojo.
Yagi-san pretty close to Umatelli. Gamer Mark goes for a dive on Package G, just makes the corner. He's really close now.
And Package G doesn't seem to show the blistering pace he was showing earlier. There goes Jens. It looks like he's going to have a good opportunity here. Same with Jojo, a bit further ahead into the chicane. I think Jojo's not going to get close enough. But
yeah, he goes for the move.
Oh, there goes Jojo. Jens round the outside. Which turns to the inside. He's round.
He gets turned into, yeah. And Jojo's passing Zero for the lead. Zero's not quitting. Jojo, he just backs out of it.
Still in the lead. Jojo has to be careful because Cavillion is right there, and if he sniffs that opportunity, he needs to take it. They have both hands. And Owen is there as well because he's kind of backing them up into the field. Simba isn't keeping up, which is strange on their mediums.
Yagi-san is now past Umatelli and the back of Mohammedim.
Oh!
Mohammedim runs a bit wide.
Umatelli nearly ended up in the inside wall.
And Gamer Mark at the back of him. It's also a nice fight brewing for P7. Package G is actually gaining on Gamer Mark as well.
But Zero's kept this lead quite nice in the end. And still Money come under a lot of threat, but it looks like he's going to survive this lap. Obviously he's got to pit, so it makes no difference, but he's going to make it a little bit more exciting for us.
Yeah.
As commentators.
Affirmative. Right. Mohammed, Yagi-san, Umatelli, Gamer Mark.
And here comes Cavillion with that double slipstream. Look at this from Cavillion, he's getting so much on that straight. Oh, he's tapped the rear!
A contact in Zero's round.
And Jojo just has to carry on, but there could be something there. But here comes Cavillion for the lead of the race. Look at him go. Down the straight, Jojo goes defensive. Down the outside goes the Red Bull. How much downforce does it go? It goes right round the outside.
Oh,
into turn
Jojo
one.
with a house spin.
Oh, and there he is. The Red Bull takes the lead. Jojo has been beaten.
Just managed to keep it in between the lines, Jojo.
Oh, what a move.
Jesus, that was close, yeah.
Round the outside of turn one, that is ballsy. If I've ever seen it, and that's put his teammate. Owen is in the grass.
Owen in the gravel.
He's going a bit of lawnmower there. As Simba is now on the podium.
It's going to be a Red Bull Haas affair.
Here comes Yagi-san as well on Mohammedam, who's got that front wing damage. Again.
Yeah, I thought I saw something on him. Some damage.
But it's not over. Jojo is not giving this one up without a fight. But it looks like Cavillion just had lots of straight line speed. It just flew past.
Zero has pitted for softs, by the way.
Yeah, that's about right with 12 laps to go.
12 laps, of course, yeah.
But here comes Jojo, back on Cavillion.
His ERS is on medium, so he's just saving up a bit.
And he's going to back him up into the chicane, surely. Just park it on the apex. But Simba doesn't look like he can keep up, and Cavillion will have to go defensive. There comes Jojo to the wall. And Cavillion didn't fight that too much. And Jojo's back into the lead of the race. I mean, he nearly put in the pit wall. Didn't leave he left too much space, really. He didn't go as defensive as I thought he would do.
Further down the field, I saw that Gamer Mark and Yagi-san had some contact, I think. Gamer Mark in the pits again.
He's having a shocking day of it. He'll be hoping for another safety car.
Yeah, again.
He'll.
And Cavalion v Jojo is going to be the fight, I think.
As it continues to rumble on. Simba's keeping up at about a second. So the tyre advantage is keeping up there.
I think Simba could be a dark horse, you know?
Especially if his penalties come into it. I mean, we don't know what, if anything's changed.
Let's have a look at the top 3.
Only one warning for Jojo. Oh, well, there's only one warning between. Yeah. But here goes Cavalion down the inside of 130R. Backs out. But he's going to have a go into the chicane. And why not? Around the outside of the chicane.
Ooh, he wants DRS.
Oh, he's got it.
Jojo, I think.
I think he pretty much backed out.
I think Jojo wanted the DRS. Look.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't even got it. Cavalion's got it. So Cavalion's going to keep the lead of this race for now.
Oh, with me, both DRSs were closed.
Cavalion's opened on my screen.
And Owen is past Simba. I haven't seen the move.
I think that was under DRS. Into turn 1. No, I missed that one. Too busy focusing on the lead battle. Looking further back, Packy G is now in P10. Ahead of Junkenstein.
GG Packy G.
And going into the hairpin, we've got Jojo on the rear, and this is a battle that's pretty much going to go to the end of this race. I feel. I mean, Owen is there or thereabouts, as them mediums will probably start to wear away. I mean, we can't rule Owen out at this point. I mean, he's close.
So he does have a tyre advantage. Well, it's an advantage in tyre wear. Let's put it at that.
I mean, this is a four-way battle for the lead, really. When these tyres start going off and these two keep battling as well. They need to work together rather than fighting all the time, but I think Jojo knows what he's going to do here. And I think Cavalion knows.
Jens is going to go for a move on Mugger.
Oh, Packy G is spun.
Packy G is spun. Yeah.
As we head down the straight now, and here comes Jojo. Oh, we're not in the DRS. Or is he? I think he is. He just got a very poor exit. Here goes Jojo. Around the outside. And he's going to get that lead back, but Cavalion just sitting behind. Owen had a bad few corners. He dropped outside that
was also really close at Mohammed.
And this is the closest battle for the lead we've had all season, really. I'm pretty sure.
I think so too, yeah.
I don't remember it ever being this close. It's usually someone 15 seconds ahead of the next person. But, yeah, it's nice at the moment. I think Cavalion is struggling now. He's already dropped out of DRS.
Maybe a little mistake. You never know.
He's got to pick up the pace a little bit.
He's in high, but Jojo is an overtake.
He's in the 0 at the moment.
0 at the moment, yeah.
He's head for a spoon using all the curb and more. Jojo using all the curb, and he's going to come to the fire of Owen very shortly. But he seems to be running a more of a straight line speed setup. That's for sure.
Cavalion just saving up DRS.
He's not going to have his DRS this time around. He's already pulled out over a second.
And Owen does.
Yeah, Owen does. Simba is sank.
Mohammed, is he going to go for a move? No, he's not.
Yeah, he's a little bit too far back for that. That's the closest battle on track for P6. And I think Jojo's now starting to do his characteristic pull away. He seems to do. As soon as he gets in the lead, that race is pretty much unbeatable.
Yeah, he had some pace left in the tank, apparently. Jens now at the back of Mohammed. Really close. Is he going to make a move in the hairpin?
As fast as that?
No, he's not.
Because Owen is now within 6 tenths of Cavillion. The only thing is, if them, the hards obviously wear less than the mediums, so the performance of the mediums is wearing a lot quicker, and we don't know in 8 laps time what kind of state they'll be in. I mean, 22 laps.
It could pose as a challenge, that's for sure.
Like Simba will be on similar tyres to what they're on now at the end, but Simba's 3 seconds back now because he's making all sorts of mistakes. I mean, even VTEC's catching him and he's on hards.
Mohammed is into the pits.
To get rid of that front wing, that's room. Good, sets off some try set for slip. I think he'll come out in P10. Actually no, he'll just be behind 0. With the Umatelli being nowhere. Jens is working his way back through the field. As he's looking at Ferret. Owen is now 3 tenths behind Cavillion, and Cavillion's gained a little bit on Jojo as well.
Yeah, I'm watching the battle between the bulls.
He's ahead into the final stages of this race, as we are now on lap 20 of the Japanese Grand Prix. And
Owen saved up a lot of ERS, by the way.
He's definitely not being given it everything. And who will win is anybody's guess, and Owen has got every chance. He just needs to start making moves now, really, to get up to Jojo. Here he is. Oh my lord, I thought he was going to hit him there. I think he braked. And
that's
Owen.
a 5-second penalty.
And I'm pretty sure that'll get removed if he appeals it.
Yeah, I think that's a bit exaggerated. That's a bit much.
Well, he's going to get the move done on Cavillion, it seems. Heading around the outside on them hard tyres. And it looks like them hard tyres are the tyres to be on. They seem very quick at the moment because VTEC's winning them
Jens goes
well.
for a move on Ferret. And he gets it done before the corner.
And now, Jojo is under real threat from Owen. Owen, he knows he can get that penalty removed, so I don't think he'll be thinking about that too much. I mean, he's experienced enough now as a league racer and as a commentator to know that he can get rid of that. He just needs to now press on and catch up to the rear of Jojo. And I don't think Cavillion thought it too much because he knows he can probably get dragged along.
Maybe he heard from Jeff that he has a penalty.
Possibly. Jojo's only 1 warning away from penalty, by the way. But so was Owen when he got his 5-second penalty. That could be interesting. But Jojo might get a penalty just yet. With 6 laps to go, he needs to get inside that DRS. That's when things will start to happen. With 6 laps to go of this Grand Prix. Very close battle here. We've got 4 tenths between the 2 Red Bulls. And it's a 1.5 seconds to the Haas of Jojo.
Jojo's going around at 1:31.7. And Owen in a 1:31.4. He just said his fastest lap.
Yeah, first sector.
So he is gaining.
He didn't have his best first sector. I'm just waiting for these mediums to drop off by a good few tenths as Mohammed Am sets the fastest lap, but it won't count because he's not in the top 10. Ferret de Souza. Is he around? Where did yellow flag?
Yeah, it was a half spin, I think.
Okay. I saw the back end of it, but it wasn't really much. And Jojo is now probably even pressing on Owen, so maybe he's just dangling the fishing rod at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he's pushing, but
having a look at Jens, who's fairly close to VTEC.
Is he going to make a move in 130R as he's closing up? As his car moved backwards there. Interesting. a little bit scary, not gonna lie. Let's head onto the main straight. DRS wide open for the Renault. As we head down into turn 1, will VTEC fight it? He hasn't even gone for the inside line, so in fact he's broken early to let him pass. So no.
I think so, yeah.
He's just happy with the points at the moment.
Then just hanging on to the DRS zone.
And Owen is definitely dropping back from Jojo now. That last lap was
only 4
one of
laps
his
to go.
worst. And Jojo did a 31.5 in the last lap. Whereas Owen did a 32. Depends if they go off the cliff. I mean, he's managing them pretty well so far. I'm very surprised Simba hasn't kept up. I mean, 6 seconds behind now. Which is purely does not have the pace. It's purely isn't fast enough.
Jens closing in on him as well. On exactly the same tires. Sema makes a braking error into the chicane, and now Jens is all over him.
He's all over the grass as well.
Yeah.
The yellow lawn mower. See if it's mow its way past for the Haas. No.
Not yet.
Maybe a mow his way through the Haas with a bit of lag.
Yeah. Jagisan and Magan are also really close.
Yeah, 2 tenths between them. The gap has opened up between the leaders to a massive amount. 2.5 seconds. And I would say that's pretty much Jojo winning this one with that. I mean, Jojo might pick up a penalty yet, which would make things interesting, but...
Well, don't count out the one warning left situation.
Mm-hmm.
Jens all over the back of Semba now.
He's moving quick, is Jens. Very interesting incident in Sector 1, supposedly. Don't know who that is. I have no idea. Jagerson is
Jens on the back straight.
At Mugen, but...
In the 130R, here he goes. No,
oh,
he thinks
I'm actually... I thought he'd go for that. It was close enough.
He's just going for the safe option.
And Jagerson did go for it into 130R. He's picked up a penalty for doing it, but... He's made the move on Mugen.
Still. Let's have a look at Jens again.
Oh, Mugen's got an exit.
Into the pit wall.
Here he goes. Oh, he's in the pit wall. Ooh, is Mugen. He got rushed right into it by Jagerson. He really got defensive there, but Mugen flies back past and into P7. As now Crevillian's closer to Owen than Owen is to Jojo by quite a lot. It seems like the mediums can last. It's a Matillion Mark.
It'll be interesting to hear from the guys what their tyre wear was at the end of the race.
It'll be fairly high, I'm presuming.
Game Mark and Umatelli into the pits again.
Well, before we were discussing if it was a pad track or a wheel track. Obviously Owen's on the pad and Jojo and Crevillian on the wheel. I mean, I don't know. I think it's proving to be fairly even. Looking at that.
Yeah, I didn't expect that because it usually is a
wheel
track, I believe.
Wheel
track. Oh yeah, because of the S sector.
Because of the change in direction. To be more precise with it, supposedly.
Jagisan passed Mugger in 130R. Just missed it. We're gonna find him back with the DRS.
And these two will be fighting to the end, that's for sure. He's got no ERS, which won't help him a great deal, but he's going to try it
goes for it on the outside.
And Ferret is joining us as well. After his half spin earlier, he's showing some nice space to come back to it. Here goes Mugen again in help him really go for a big dive bomb. No. But he's very close. In fact, he gets a massively better exit than Jägerson, who's got a shocker. He's going to go around the outside of Spoon, is he? He's given him no room. Where's the room, Jägerson?
No room at all.
He didn't. He was side by side. He'd have been in.
Goes for the switch back. Ooh.
And here goes Ferret.
And now Ferret de Sousa.
He's going to get a
side
nice toe as well, and Mugen has been
a little bit of a touch.
Destroyed by both of them. There's the Norwegian. But Ferret's going for a double overtake here. Is he going to do a Senna? No, he isn't.
Yeah, a Senna v Prost.
Just dive bomb and hope it doesn't turn in.
Final lap.
And it doesn't look like Ferret's close enough to get anywhere with DRS.
He's getting fairly close, you know.
Not close enough. It looks like the top three are going to be as they are. As Kevin picks up a penalty.
Is it going to be interesting for Jens? No, I don't think so. Jens fought his way back up to P4, by the way. It's a fairly good race from him.
Well, no matter what Jojo does, he's won this now, it seems.
Yeah.
Just had slightly better race pace.
Let's look at the position changes. We see Vitek has jumped 12 places.
Yeah, he didn't
Simba's
qualify.
jumped 10. Yeah.
So Simba's gone for his, I think, his best result of the season.
Think so too, yeah. And here we are, Jojo
no, it's his
the final
joint best
chicane
of the season. He's got 5th at Belgium.
And in the end, the gap is almost 4 seconds as Jojo has won it. Owen comes around to P2.
Which will be P3.
And Kevin in P2 now, but it's pending steward inquiry still.
Jens P4 in his Renault. Only 4 seconds off that top lot in the end. With Simba P5. Vitek in P6. Jägerson P7, Ferric P8, Mugen P9, and rounding out the top 10 is Mugen. 0 P9 in end.
Yeah,
due to penalties.
0 got P9.
Mohammedan got
Mohammed got P10.
So he will get the fastest lap point as well for that.
Yeah, he does. 2 points. Let's see if Gamer Mark can do something about Package still. He's getting closer. Is he going to go for a Senna?
For the wooden spoon.
He goes around the outside.
Package is not giving that one up.
Nope. 13 is mine, friend. And there we have it. Oh, he gets it still.
That's a Package's penalty.
And the final one is Umatelli across the line. There you have it. 23 laps on mediums.
Shocker.
It's possible.
He had a shocker. So if they could do that mulch on mediums, why did they go hard in the first place? Didn't they know? I'm not sure. But it's a familiar sight seeing 2 Red Bulls and the Haas on the podium. It's been like that for quite a few races.
Yeah, it has been.
Not recently, no. Owen hasn't been on there since Hungary.
One stop still the best strategy. Vitek from P18 to P6. He has
this combination's actually happened twice on the podium. Interesting enough.
Okay.
I thought it was more than that.
Stemba also with a good show from P15 to P5.
Yeah, good strategies at the right time. Unfortunately, no pace, but you know.
Yeah.
Top 4 was in a different league, really, in that department. But overall, nice race. No dive bombs, no absolute carnage today. So
Yeah,
I
it was
kept it fairly clean.
Fairly clean as well. Yeah.
It was really nice. It looked like Jojo wouldn't win it, but in the end, it's another victory for him.
What's next? What's the next track?
His 9th victory of the season. Mexico.
Ah, Mexico.
I love Mexico. The Autodromo Hermanes Rodriguez, you see, I remember.
Nice one.
We will end it here, I think.
Yeah.
Not much more to say, to be honest. Except for, I've been Nene47. I will see you tomorrow for commentary again. Yay.
Yay. And you'll be seeing me as well for racing.
Yeah. Bye!
Adios.